Liverpool versus everybody. As we all know, by this point, we have drawn Roma. Um, Thought it would be a great matchup. And as I said before, the storylines, we know what they are. Allison, a keeper who we've been rumored to be after. Who knows if that's really true? It's been hit and miss. If that's a guy that we've given up on or whatever. What's up, Julie? My man, Julie, first. Um, the story of course, Mo Salah going back to play against his team. So great storylines. And also, again, like I said, two teams who probably at the beginning of this champion, not probably, definitely two teams of probably many that no one really thought it was gonna happen. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I would never say easy draw. Roma have had a tough time to get here, and I was talking about how I wouldn't really rate them getting past or being in a group with Chelsea and doing well against Chelsea as such a big thing. But Chelsea are champions of England, and early on in that stage, you could say that they were a team that forced to be reckoned with. Preferable draw. Yeah, I think you could probably say that. I think you could probably say that. Back on Chelsea, they did do well against Barcelona in those legs and that tie, and they probably should have gotten past Barcelona. But Roma's a good team, and they'll be hungry to prove that they belong and do well against us. So I expect the same kind of reception that City got. You know what I mean? And we see where we go from there. But it's exciting times. I talked about it earlier when we did the live draw. Onyx and I, they have a big target man, and we have struggled with that in the past. Um, and so they have Dzeko. We know Dzeko, his history with City, and he's doing pretty well with Roma. So it'll be interesting. I do still think we'll get through. Um, and it's amazing, man. 180 minutes away from a final. Notification squad. What do you mean, man? What are you talking about, boy? I'm talking about Julie. But yeah, no, exciting, 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 exciting. Can't wait. It is around my birthday, so that'll be a nice early birthday gift. It's 2 days actually, to be exact, for my birthday, so that'll be cool. Um, but yeah, moving on from that, I think we all know what's going on with the draw. So moving on from that, it looks like there's 4 people watching. That's what I see. But even if it was just you, man, I'm cool with that. You know how I go, man. I'm cool with whoever comes. I've talked on here for long periods with nobody here, so it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you're here, Julie. Bournemouth, another game, and it would be silly of us not to take this game serious and feel like, oh, we're in the clear, we're in the semifinal. Um, Eddie Moore, that's probably the comment of the year I've seen on here. I appreciate that, and I totally agree. Quantity, I'm sorry, quality is always better than quantity. I think I got that right. Um, but it's another game, and that's what's important right now, not Roma. I mean, we don't play Roma for a while. I would build an Everton-like team. Nah, I don't. I don't. You're saying you would pick a similar team that we did with Everton? I don't. I don't think so. And listening to Klopp, I don't think he feels that way either. Um, to have this mentality of, oh, we got to rest guys because we want to get in. That's a lot of times when those things do happen. We got to play our best squad. We can't just think, oh, it's Bournemouth. Here's a time when we can rest. An exception maybe. Look, Milner's getting old, but you can't tell. I mean, he did the most running. You look at the stats in the game, the second leg against City. So, but maybe you do rest him. I mean, you want to keep him good for the rest of the season. Our midfield is obviously kind of weak right now. Going to be a little odd being phased in that game. Yeah, yeah. Again, I mean, we all know being favorites doesn't really mean a whole lot, and I know you're not saying that, but I don't think we should risk absolutely everyone, but still don't play a full strength side. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, so tell me who you would sit then, because full strength at this point, the only places that we're full strength is probably the forward positions, and so if you're thinking that Ing should start getting a Solanke, let me know. But I don't agree with that. I think you got to keep fielding as strong a team as you can. Yeah, but again, man, it's just look. I know it looks like we're in the clear as far as getting top four. I don't doubt that at all. But it's factually not there yet. I mean, we that's just the truth, and I think we have to treat this game with a level of seriousness. You know, it's nice that we don't have to turn around and play a game on Tuesday again. You think Mignolet comes in? Okay, I mean maybe. I don't see that. I think Klopp is totally done with Mignolet. You know, you probably could have played him in the derby. Of course, we all know the goalkeeper position is definitely different from the outfield position, so they might not be using so much energy, especially when you're not really bothered much. And in the city tie, he really wasn't. I mean, with the exception of a few different moments and things of that nature. But yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, if anything, maybe Milner. Klavan is looks like to be fit. Maybe you put him in. Then again, where would you? I think he plays where Virgil van Dijk plays. So I don't know. Maybe Moreno comes in. Maybe Klein. You know, I listen. Bournemouth is Bournemouth. We know the trouble we've had against them. It's a good thing we're playing at home, still undefeated there. I've made that continue. But I want to win here. I feel differently in this game than the Everton game shortly after that City first leg, where you thought, you know, a draw would be okay. It's not the worst thing. It's pretty sad that Everton still couldn't beat us with that weak team. It's been 6 years, I think, and they still couldn't do it. Van Dijk needs a rest, as do one of our attackers for Saturday's game. Yeah. Which attacker would it be, you think? Is it Firmino or is it Salah? I know a lot of people want Salah to start because of the record or whatever. I don't really care about that. I think it should start mainly because we just need our best players going forward, getting goals. If anything, you start them and then put them on the bench. That would be a dream scenario for me. Karius, Klein, Klavan, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Gini, Hendo, Milner, Mane, Ings, Salah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That's a good lineup. I don't mind that. Um, I know a lot of people want to see Ings and or I feel like people want to see Ings score more than Solanke for some reason. Um, I'd be happy if both of them got a goal between now and then. Rest Firmino, yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Yeah, yeah, he's probably. I mean, we talk about Salah and everybody's important. Let's be honest. But I think Firmino still remains. I think the most important player on that team and what we do as far as defending from the front. Solanke on loan, yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, Firmino sitting, I think is cool. Look, in a perfect scenario, we'd like to be getting goals early, hopefully, quick, and then maybe think about putting guys on the bench to keep them kind of rested. The squad is dwindling, and so it's not a whole lot of rotation that you can think of. Guys are gonna have to play a lot of minutes right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ings and Solanke, I think that's what you're talking about. They definitely could use minutes. At the same time, you want to keep this kind of thing going. I definitely prefer Ings to Solanke. He just offers more of a goal threat. Mm, I mean, I guess I don't know if I see it that way necessarily. Between the two, I personally would prefer Solanke. If today we had to, you know, get rid of him, I'd say get rid of Ings. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I see. I agree with that, and nothing against Ings. With him, you just the injury thing. You just never know, and that's not his fault. It's his body, and it is what it is. Same kind of similar thing with Adam Lallana. I just think the injuries have Lallana's a bit older, and I forget that sometimes. I think he's 30, 30, at least 30. So, but yeah, I mean, sure, like any of those guys playing tomorrow, I wouldn't mind. I definitely want to see both of them from the jump. I think we need to keep as strong as we can. Injuries have murdered his career, and it's really unfortunate. I say that and hope that I'm wrong, but I feel like the writing's on the wall for Ings. And he looks timid out there. If you ask me, he does. He looks like he's maybe afraid to get hurt again, um, which you can kind of understand. You know what I mean? Sturridge was the same way after coming back from all those injuries. He just his pace wasn't the same. His goal threat just wasn't there. I don't know about that. I wasn't that. Like, was there hype around Ings? I mean, I know he had that good season with Burnley. I mean, good for Burnley and good for him for playing at a Burnley team. But I never really rated Ings. I didn't. I mean, him and Benteke for me neither one of them were players when they came in that I think, I just didn't see anything in those guys. Neither did I see anything in that manager that we had. But yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess there was some hype there. I didn't see it or believe in that hype. If again, if there was, I never really remembered or recalled seeing any hype. I don't think it was worth any hype. But you know, um, it's just good, man. And I love that the celebration or lack thereof of Salah after scoring that goal. Just and every time his teammates kind of interrupted him and jumped on his back, he just moved to the side and just did this again. I mean, just this guy is just such a humble but yet hungry guy to score goals for Liverpool, to do well for Liverpool. And I love what Klopp said in the pre-match that he's not worried about Salah leaving. I mean, I wasn't following Liverpool back then, but I checked out the Redman TV content and they were excited. Okay, how long you been following Liverpool, man? Just here recently, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, again, and this is not a shot at Redman TV. I was surprised when we signed Ings. Also was surprised when we signed Crouch. Yeah, well, this is not a knock on Redman TV, but I think they're willing to get excited or overhype any English player. And to be honest, any English white player. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to take any shots, but if you follow them, yeah, and maybe that's part of the course. I mean, they are English, so you want to get behind an English player who looks like they might be promising or look like they might be good. And who knows? Ings may have come on and done really well and ripped the league apart if he would have kept healthy. Klopp seems to rate him, so that's really all that matters. I don't think Klopp keeps him around this long if he didn't rate him. So again, Klopp knows better than me, Red Band TV, and everybody else. So if he sees something in him, then fine. I, as a supporter on the outside looking in, just feel like you don't keep him. Oh, got you. Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You supporting the right team, man. So pat yourself on the back. But yeah, it's another chance to watch Liverpool play. I can't wait. I get excited for every game. Doesn't matter who it is. Now the Everton thing was, of course, and which is so odd because it came at such a strange time, and of course I wanted to see us play the game, but that might have been the only game ever as a Liverpool fan that I was just kind of like, take it, leave it. Oh, big up your uncle, man. Yeah, 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 for sure. Whatever the reason is you started supporting Liverpool, it's a good reason. That doesn't matter, man. I'm glad you support him, man. But yeah, Bournemouth have some people. Stanislavs is a threat. I think he's going to be out this game. But of course, they have Wilson, Defoe. They got some guys that can hurt us. I love Ake. Again, at the end of the season, we're going to talk about players from each team that we would take, and Ake is one of those guys that I would take. Young, done well against us in past games. Another Chelsea product that is out on loan. They have so many. He's one of the few, one of the many actually that I would actually have a look at if I'm part of that scouting team and looking for players in the Premier League with experience. Some Chelsea fans are calling me a glory hunter because I am a recent fan. Well, yeah, the same thing happened to me. Um, and it's it is what it is. There's no real glory in the last 10 odd years or whatever that you could really be hunting. So I never really got that. You get the plastic insult. What? Listen, you support your team. You support your team. I would like you said, mugs. I wouldn't worry too much about what other people are saying. It is what it is. If that's the case, all City fans, under 30, are probably glory hunters or plastics. Their fan base is full of them. Same with a lot of the young Chelsea fans. So it is what it is. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Like I said, I've gotten that too before, and it is what it is, man. Especially being a Liverpool fan from the states. I mean, they love to throw that out, you know. Um, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, Eddie Howe. What Eddie Howe's done with Bournemouth is something special, man. I think when you think about managers who you feel like could move on to bigger and better things, he's one of them. Unfortunately, in the English game, they tend to want to give these jobs to more known people, even if they don't have any real you know, that special resume to back these appointments. You know, you Sam Allardyce, um, you know, guys like that. Who is it that coaches West Brom now? Him used to manage Crystal Palace, Newcastle. You know, all these other kind of boring managers don't really bring any excitement to the game. Allardyce will still tell you that he does bring that. I haven't seen it though. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I guess that really depends on what Southgate does with that team. But yeah, I'm totally with that. I think Eddie Howe deserves that kind of position, or just another position in the Premier League with a better team. I really think he's a special manager, and it seems like the players who are under him really like playing for him and really buy into what he's doing and what he's trying to you know, build there at Bournemouth. You know, it's just a really small club, and for them to climb up and get to the top level of English football is pretty outstanding. So, you know, him, Sondyche. Sondyche is not as young as he is, but relatively young, and same thing, doing a really good job. And the fact that he's kind of on the cusp of playing in Europe again, I've said it before, it's just amazing. So, um, but yeah, looking forward to the Bournemouth game. Mid-table team, yeah, getting linked to Arsenal. Yeah, I heard that. That that could happen. Again, I think if Arsenal win Europa, which they have a big chance now, some of the teams I thought would stick around aren't there. Leipzig, Lazio. You know, RB, there's an RB team there, but it's not RB Leipzig. It's Salzburg. So it looks like a collision course of Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. Then again, I don't know. Atletico Madrid is not what they've been past few seasons, but with Diego Costa, I think they're much improved, much better. So that'd be interesting to see. But yeah, looking forward to the Bournemouth game, and hopefully, you know, but as I usually say by halftime, hopefully we're happy and we can rest some guys, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go with a 3-0 win at home, another clean sheet, um, double from Salah, and a goal for Mane. So we will see what happens. I'll see you guys soon. Kickoff time, I think, is 12:30 here stateside, I believe.